Hey, what's up guys? The top Chinese professional players in the world just cooked up a spicy new meta Mega Knight deck. This strategy has skyrocketed its offensive potential. You can break through your opponent's defenses with the standard Mega Knight bridge spam that everyone loves to hate. Bandits dashing and Mega Knights jumping are already annoying to deal with, but when they're raised up by the lumberjack, it's a totally different level of toxicity. You can also go lumberjack balloon to steal the game immediately if your opponent's area answers are out of cycle. And if your opponent tries to damage down or distract your balloon or bridge spam with bait cards, you'll immediately eviscerate them with your arrows and snowball. It's time to take to the skies, learn from some of the best players in the game, and assert dominance. Lots of love to everyone that's using creator code SirTag to make all of the daily videos possible. All right, we got a game against someone with a goblin banner. What's up, man? That goblin referee is very new. So he's not going to be cycling anything at the start, unfortunately. We would love for him to go and spam gleefully right into a Mega Knight. We're going to go and cycle our bandit in the back and give him some clue that we're going to have a breach spam deck, but he can't guarantee that we've got balloon, right? No one is expecting that. So he cycles his Phoenix, and that's a card that he probably needs. So we're going to blast the Phoenix to oblivion. We did drop a negative elixir trade there because our bandit is out of cycle, and we ended up dropping 7. He ended up dropping 4, but he's leaking elixir like a madman right now. So I'm at a very good spot. So he's still leaking elixir after we cycle our zappies. I think I want to go in for a balloon, and I want to drop a lumberjack as well. My zappies aren't going to give me that much on the left-hand side, but it is enough to make sure that our opponent should have to respond. But since we go and drop a lumberjack and a balloon on the right-hand side, he's probably not going to. He's going to take like 600 damage there probably. We go in for arrows here on the right-hand side to obliterate the Electro Dragon, and also hit the Elixir Collector, and hit the tower. So that is a 3-for-1 combo out here. Dude, that Electro Dragon's gonzo. So he ended up dropping a solid like 9 elixir on defense, and he lost everything of it. Okay, I can afford a Mega Knight barely in the nick of time. We're still going to get blasted by the Elite Barbarians for one shot, but it's not that bad. Especially considering that we have a full health Mega Knight. Okay, well, half health Mega Knight, scratch that. I wish that the Mega Knight was a bit healthier here, but it doesn't always work out that way. Since we're playing against an Electro Dragon Golem deck, it's important for us to keep up the pressure. I realized it was Golem after we saw the Electro Dragon, and I was like, oh man, gotta keep up with the pressure here in this type of matchup, because if you don't, your opponent's just gonna steamroll you, drop an Electro Dragon behind the Golem, and then what happens is you're not able to defend because the Inferno Dragon is just gonna get shut down and reset every time. So if you keep up the pressure and go in for opposite lane pressure, or maybe go and spam them when they decide to go, hey, I'm going to go drop Elite Barbarians at the river and then give you a free Mega Knight, you go in for that Mega Knight counter push with a balloon or a lumberjack or a bandit, and you pulverize their push, and then you also just keep them on the defensive end. If they can't go for a golem, that's going to be good for you. I need the arrows here so the Phoenix doesn't get resurrected in my face. This is actually looking really bad. There's no doubt in my mind that I'm going to lose the right-hand tower, so I'm going to try to go for a 2-1 win. I need to lose a tower here on the right-hand side when he sets up his golem push, and then hopefully take the left-hand tower here as well. I'm going to go bandit. Maybe we can get a tornado out of him. I don't know. Maybe he just sacks a tower. I think he was smart, will probably sack it. Yeah, he seems like that type of dude. So at least we don't have to arrows, but ideally we would have gotten a bit more out of that. I'm going to go in for a snowball so we can blast the Phoenix away so the lumberjack can give us slightly more value. If I can get 2 shots on the tower here with the balloon, that's all we need. Let's go. So now we got to hang on for dear life, guys. 30 seconds. Can I not get 3 count for 30 seconds? That's the goal. I'm going to go in for a Mega Knight here, and then we're going to follow up with like a lumberjack. So I think I'm going to lose both towers if I had to guess. I don't know. You know what? I'm going to go bandit on the right to stop the E-Barb there, and I'm going to sack the left-hand side and just pray that I don't get 3 crown. Out of all the matchups in Clash Royale, I think this is by far the worst one for our deck, and we might be able to ride off into the sunset with a miraculous victory. Let's go, guys. Even beating Electro Dragon Golem when we have Inferno Dragon Mega Knight. Anything's possible with this deck if you keep up enough pressure. All right, so this guy isn't cycling anything. I'm not dropping anything either. He's giving us the thumbs up. He's trying to check if I'm there. He's like, yo, if you're not going to respond, I might spam all my stuff at the river. But he doesn't do that. He's just going to go baby drag in the back. We can win the battle at the river rather decisively with this Inferno Dragon. It's a great strategy if you're running against a graveyard deck, because let's think about graveyard, right? Skeleton King, Ice Wizard, Baby Dragon. None of them have resets, and they don't do that much damage. So if you're playing against someone that tries to win bridge battles when they're running Graveyard into your Inferno Dragon, demolish them. Unfortunately, it's not going to be a Graveyard deck. It might be Lumberjack Balloon Freeze. He might be my long-lost brother. And yes, he is.
What's up, guys?
So we're going to go in for a Lumberjack here, and I'm going to go bandit in the other side. And sometimes when you make a massive misplay and cycle all of your anti-air cards, you have to get away with like arrows and snowball to not take a single balloon hit. It's a bit risky to do, as you guys can see, because if he went in for a zap or a freeze or anything to stun or slow down my tower, I would have taken a lot of damage. Just know that interaction, because if you don't know, now you know. I didn't take that much from our opponent there. So what do? Do we go in for a big Mega Knight boy in the back? Do we decide to go in for Zappy Split? I don't know. There's a lot of different things I could do. I think Zappy Split is the safest play because if you don't really know what you're doing, you just cycle them in the back. They defend both sides. And then it allows you to ground your footing and figure out where you want to go afterward. So I could balloon in the other side. I could also go in for a Mega Knight here into the Baby Dragon. I'm fortunate that he doesn't have Electro Dragon. You either have Electro Dragon or you end up having Baby Dragon. You don't have them both in the same deck unless you're a wild child. Oh, maybe he could, because, you know, he is running a Pekka deck. Sometimes Pekka does have Baby Dragon and Electro Dragon and no Inferno Dragon, since the Pekka already does so much damage itself. We're going to go in for Bandit on the other side. We should be able to kill the Pekka. I do have Snowball and Arrow, so I think I'm going to be okay. I do need to kill this Lumberjack, though. I need to kill this Lumberjack immediately. Please, Lumberjack, don't hurt my feelings. Okay, wait. Lumberjack's going to pop on his tower. I might do more damage than he does. It's going to be really funny. If he freezes and we Snowball this back, we should be okay. I think the Zappies are going to thaw out in time, maybe. Oh, yes. Let's go. It's beautiful, baby. All right, we're going to Mega Knight, and we're going to balloon immediately. And whenever we get enough elixir, we're ballooning right down the middle. Because it takes him forever to kill this Mega Knight. And even though the Mega Knight isn't going to cost that much value by itself, it's going to be a big mute shield boy. And it's going to soak up all the damage from the Pekka and the tower for a considerable time. All right, then we can go in for an Inferno Dragon, go and melt the rest of his stuff. The balloon does give us a little bit of a birthday bash as well. We can go for Zappies afterward. We're going to yeah, I think that's worth. I was going to say, dissect his push and make sure that he can't freeze on top of the Inferno Dragon and the Zappies at the same time. Because if that happens, we probably lose. Ooh, let's go. Bandit's still alive. No way. Dude, the Bandit's going to dash on the tower. It's raged up. It's angry. Let's go. What's angrier? A raged up Bandit or opponent after the Bandit connects to the tower? The world may never know. This guy might be a silent person when he's angry, incapable of even pressing the emote button. It's quite possible he closed out of the app forever, never to be seen again. Because that Bandit completely stole the game. Yo, this guy finished 444 in the world. That's a lot of fours. What's up, man? We're going to be dropping good luck, and we're probably playing against a very good player. So I need to focus up because if we're playing against someone better than me, you guys know the deal. One slight slip up and you lose. That's how it is. Pro players don't give you any time to mess up. So he's going to go for a log, probably going to be a fast cycle deck or potentially going to be a Royal Giant deck. Okay, fast cycle it is after seeing the Ice Spirit. So are you going to have Hog Rider? Are you going to have Minor Control? We'll have to figure out as you cycle more cards. So are you going to have Archer Queen or Musketeer or what you going to do? Okay, so Minor in the back. Interesting, interesting. Let's go other side and see if he cycles something else into the Lumberjack. Because I think that's going to be our best bet. Monk. Ooh. Yeah, you know what? It's going to probably be a Balloon deck or Minor Poison. In either situation, I think it's acceptable for me to go in for this play. Because if we go Balloon and we Inferno Dragon, oh no, he had Musketeer. I thought we were in the clear. He ended up having a lot of extra elixir, more than I thought he would. So the Balloon is going to be able to blast the Musketeer. Maybe I can go Mega Knight at the river. I think that'd be a little bit too aggressive. Yeah, especially if he's going to go Ice Spirit and other stuff. I want to wait for him to drop a little bit more elixir. Maybe he's going to plop down to Minor as well. I'm going to Mega Knight last possible second, and then I'm going to follow through with a Bandit as well. Because if you noticed, he doesn't have amazing answers to this. We saw like, oh, never mind. He's got Royal Delivery and Minor. Also, I wish the Bandit was behind the Mega Knight. It would have given me slightly more value. Mega Knight still might jump on the tower, though, depending on what happens. Oh, yes. Very nice. Okay, we can go in for a Lumberjack here. The one thing that is very bad for me is if I go Zappies and he logs the Zappies, Zappies die to a Mortar Shot plus log, if you guys did not know. Hopefully he doesn't know that. Okay, he doesn't. Feels bad. He did it a little bit late because he had to go and counter the Lumberjack on the other side with the Monk. So I guess it worked out in my favor, right? 5 for 4, and we got a decent trade with the Lumberjack into the Monk, and we prevented him from going in for a premature log on top of our Zappies. So we were able to hold the door and not take too much damage. Oh my gosh, this game is really heating up, and my Inferno Dragon simply isn't. It's not locking onto towers. It's not doing what we want it to. I'm going to Mega Knight in the right-hand side because he's probably going to go in for mortars there. So we want to prevent him from stacking up too much elixir there. What do we do? Do we go in for a Lumberjack Balloon in the left-hand side because he doesn't have Musketeer? I think that's going to be our best bet. So we'll go and try that real quick. Split lane pressure when your opponent's only got one anti-air answer is pivotal with this deck. Notice how we bait out a poison and probably like a mortar here too? He's got to go mortar. He's not going to be back to a Musketeer. Oh my gosh, we can snowball? Let's go. Look at the damage I'm about to get. That's going to be another shot. Let's get it. Those type of professional plays, if you guys know your opponent's card cycle, it's not even like a pro play. You just know that, hey, you cycle the Musketeer. You go on the other side if you know that they can't get back to it, right? So that's what it is. It takes 4 cards to get back, and if you know that you can immediately plan an attack, that's what you want to do. So we're going to go in for a Balloon and another Lumberjack here. He's probably going to go Mortar. We'll have to wait and see. Oh, he really messed that up again. Oh, you did an oopsie, man. You did an oopsie. All right, we're gonna go for Zappies, so then we can go and pull the Musketeer. One more shot. Let's go. We beat a top 444 player in the world, and I can't believe we won that. Especially when he had Ice Spirit, Musketeer, and a quick card cycle with Mortar to go and pull our balloons. We still walked away with a dominant W. We got a game against Hector, and this man is a straight up savage. He's got Elite Barbarians and Pekka in his banner. So hopefully it's gonna be a crazy game. I'm ready to embark on madness right now. So he's going to go in for a Pekka bridge spam most likely because we do end up seeing a aggressive battle ram in the right-hand side, which is not something I was expecting, you know? Most people are chill, relaxing in Clash Royale, especially a first day of season. Most people don't spam that aggressively, but this guy's built different. Oh, easy arrows value. Let's go. Let's clean up the Electro Wizard. Keep the Inferno Dragon alive. In the face of an Electro Wizard, the Inferno Dragon triumphs. That is not something that I've ever seen before. Unless I've got freeze, I can't really kill Electro Wizards on my opponent's side of the map, but I guess we're making some magic happen, evaporating the Magic Archer as well with our Mega Knight. We're going to get Pekka'd any second, but he's not going to have Electro Wizard in cycle. Maybe? I don't know. I don't think so. We're going to go for the Inferno Dragon and test our luck out, and if not, then I guess I got to go for Zappies. But we'll see what happens. Otherwise, I would go Bandit, and then I would go Zappies in the middle, and that would full counter most of the time. But I just want to go in for the Inferno Dragon and see what he's going to do. Yeah, we're fine. We're completely content with this position. We will get his Electro Wizard out of cycle with our Inferno Dragon, and then mince his towers with our big balloon bash. So, because we know that he's only going to have Magic Archer and Electro Wizard as his only anti-air answers, it's really good when you're playing against Pekka to punish them when they don't have Electro Wizard in cycle. Electro Wizard is by far their best answer, so that's the one card I'm scared of. Oh, that was such a smart strategy on his end. That's annoying. Why are you so good at the game? He spammed when he knew that I didn't have enough elixir for the Mega Knight, and he took full advantage of the situation. Very smart player. Very, very, very smart. So, what do we do? Do we just balloon? And then tank for the Magic Archer with the balloon? I've never done this before. We're trying something else out. Our tower's going to finish off the Magic Archer, and then the balloon has no counter because he doesn't have Electro Wizard and he doesn't have Magic Archer. So I guess he could Fireball on it. Oh, he's still going to take a hit. Let's go. That worked out so well. It's nice that you can use creative defenses with balloons in some situations against Magic Archers that don't do much to it. The Magic Archer kind of tickles it, but with the help of the opponent's tower, it is able to finish off our balloon. Obviously, it didn't work out in the situation there for our opponent. Okay, so we're going to go in for Zappies again. Obviously, I don't want to spend too much elixir because he's already got the Battle Ram to connect in the right, so it's okay if it connects in the left as well. We can go in for a Mega Knight here. I think it's ideal for me to go for Mega Knight so we can bounce back the Bandit and then just go Balloon. So the thing is, when your opponent doesn't have a way of killing the Mega Knight quickly, even if they've got Pekka, right? It's not fast enough. This Mega Knight is going to put in so much work just tanking for a century so then the balloon doesn't die. All right, we can go for Zappies here, and I think we're going to be able to reset the Mega Knight. Oh, not the Mega Knight, the Magic Archer, sorry. Magic Archer, kind of like a Mega Knight after the Super Magic Archer challenge, if you guys remember that. And we walk away with a dominant win, devouring Pekka. I'm just lucky my opponent didn't have a Super Magic Archer, because if he stole my stuff, he would have definitely stole the game too. All right, we got a game against Phoenix or Phoenix. I don't know. You guys let me know down below in the comment section. Is it Phoenix or Phoenix? I never know how to pronounce people's names. He's going to go for a furnace immediately, and he's giving me the CRL emoji. This guy's going to be a really toxic player from the looks of things just by how he's emoting 24/7. So I'm expecting him to be running double spawners just by his emote strategy right now. So I'm going to spam in the other side. I'm going to immediately arrow on top. Oh, yeah. How did I know? I just sensed it, you know? This is what people do. So we're going to go and mute him so you guys don't have to endure the torture of his emotes the entire time. Just know this guy is spamming the yawning emotes 24/7. I'm going to go for a Bandit at the river because it doesn't seem like he's got a good answer in cycle after dropping. Oh, wow. He dropped a Witch. That's 5 elixir down the drain. Dude, I got to be honest with you. That is not the sorcery that you want to cook up in your cauldron. So we're in a pretty good position to go in for a Lumberjack and a Balloon, because if we go in for a Lumberjack Balloon and single elixir, it's going to be hard for him to afford all the buildings that he wants. And obviously, a Lumberjack's able to go and pop and devour all the skeletons. And then if he goes in for a Dark Goblin like you guys are seeing, we're just going to arrow on that every time. I don't get much. I get death damage, but I get a good elixir trade. And also on top of that, I get damage and he gets nothing. So if we just keep rinsing and repeating that transaction, that is something that we want. The difficulty arises is when he gets a Goblin Hut on the map, because, you know, Goblin Huts, those don't die very easily. We're going to have to arrow those every single time. And then we also want to end up arrowing on top of the Dark Goblin. So it's going to be hard for us to mix and match our arrows on what cards we want to hit. So what do we do here? Fortunately for us, the witch is not going to be able to go in the right-hand side as well, so we might be able to go for a bandit, dash onto the skeleton, and then get closer to the tower here. That's pretty nice. We'll take that. So the bandit's going to give us a lot of damage. I think he's just not going to respond. He seems like that type of player. Can you see someone with double spawners? Sometimes they just don't care about their towers, you know? All right, we're going to go for a lumberjack here in the middle, and then we're going to have to go for zappies afterward. We want to go and pull the Mega Knight with this lumberjack. I want to go zappies afterward, so then we can make sure that the lumberjack and the Mega Knight are going to interact pretty okay. We don't have to drop any extra elixir. Why does he have elixir collector too? Dude, what is this matchup? So I don't have any way of breaking through elixir collectors or too many buildings at once. But definitely not something I wanted to see. All right, we could Mega Knight on top of that, and also snowball here. I think it's in my best interest to go in for a Mega Knight, and then go in for a balloon afterwards. Oh, this is just not the matchup that we were looking for, guys. We can still maybe win. I'm going to try my hardest. I'm going to try my absolute hardest here. We're going to go balloon. I would love to beat this dirty DMer. It would make me so happy. All right, we're going to go arrows on the Dark Goblin as well. Maybe? Okay, we got to unleash the emotes to see if he's actually BMing still. He's still BMing. He's still BMing. Dude, no way. He's dropping a Mega Knight on top of the balloon. What is he thinking? Did he actually think that would do something? No way. This guy's crazy. It's pretty funny, though. Go for a lumberjack so the Mega Knight doesn't jump. And then when the lumberjack dies, it's going to go and explode on all of the skeletons. Dude, this guy is still relentlessly emoting. I wonder if he put more concentration on the emotes than his actual gameplay. You gotta wonder sometimes. We're gonna go Mega Knight on top of the witch, and then we should be able to go in for a balloon with the Mega Knight tanking, and I think he'll tank the game. Maybe I'm wrong here, but I'm feeling really good about ourselves. He has the Mega Knight on defense, and then if he doesn't have a good answer to the balloon is just gonna go straight towards the tower here. Yeah, he has nothing. We just snowball on top of the skeletons. He's gonna try to get a building down, but it's not gonna be coming down in time. He's dead. We actually beat him. Let's go, guys. Let's see what he does. Where are the emotes? Let's go. GG. I'm going to give him the no, no, no. Not today, man. Not today with your dirty double spawner deck. I feel like I'm doing a service to Clash Royale, cleaning up all the disgusting decks. Like, subscribe for more daily videos, and have an incredible rest for your day.